But long term, if you're drafting the guy in the first round with the 15th pick, say, you're talking about long term.
One of the things that I think is maybe slipping a little bit through the cracks is just how good Jihaad Campbell. I don't think it slipped through the cracks. We talked about it, but
Yeah, I meant to talk about him
Jihaad
with
Campbell
Chris.
was really
Yeah, he had
good
a
in
great
that game.
game. He had a great game.
I mean, I saw some film breakdown that people were putting out, and just obviously that one where he dropped 20 plus yards in coverage was a great play. I think Jihaad Campbell really showed, how what his type of upside looks like. I don't know how Nakobe would get on the field when he gets back healthy, but Jihaad looked really good week one, John. Great early returns for him.
Yeah, running the pole, they call it in Tampa too. Which is
right.
very difficult to do for linebackers. That's one thing I hate about cover two is what the stress it puts on linebackers. Not a lot of guys can do that. So shows you his athleticism, but I don't think anybody doubted his athleticism. One of the things I did talk about yesterday is these idiot teams are, he's not going to be ready for week one. And boy, I hate that mentality. What a loser mentality that is. And I'm not even talking about the fact that he beat expectations or he beat the timetable that most had on him and he's on the field week one. Like, I don't even care if he's not on the field week one. Obviously, he played very well. But long term, if you're drafting the guy in the first round with the 15th pick, say, you're talking about long term. Who gives a shit if he's on the field week one? So the larger theme there is another really good player lands in Philadelphia because there's a bunch of idiot teams around this league. Pretty much.
You're right.
That's my take on Jihaad Campbell. But tremendous athlete. But everybody knew that. I don't think it's going to be that good every week. But if it is, well, look out. But, he'll, like any rookie, he'll have some ups and downs. But really, really good first performance.
Really shows you kind of the upside or the potential, John, of that linebacking room too, with Zach Bond, who had a great game as well. I mean, some people maybe didn't see that so early, but when you went back and kind of watched the tape, Zach Bond was once again everywhere, all over the place, making plays, backfield, making plays down the field with Miles Sanders. I mean, they got a really good linebacker room. What do you think it looks like when Nakobe returns? Is it kind of just sorry, or do you think that Vic tries to find a way to get them all on the field? I know it's not going to be a 43. I know that. We're not going to go into that conversation, but I'm just saying, is there a way where Vic tries to get them all on the field? What do you think?
Well, he does have tremendous respect for Nakobe. A lot of things have to happen. One, Nakobe's got to get back. He said week 5 doesn't mean he's going to be back week 5. 2, he's got to prove that he's healthy and he's what he was before, because that's a very serious injury and he might not be the same impact. 3, Jihaad's, where is he playing? He had a great first game. Does that continue? What I will say, if it continues and he plays the same way he played week 1, he's not leaving the field. Jihaad Campbell. Maybe he goes into a slump. Come it's a lot worse at that. So there's a lot of hurdles to be clear. And I'm sure Vic would tell you, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And, a lot of things could happen between now and that conversation. But what I can tell you is Vic has a lot of respect for Nakobe Dean.
Which respect is one thing. I just don't know how you get him on the field. I mean, if you have Jihaad Campbell playing like he is.
Well, I just said if he continues to play like he did in week 1, he's not coming off the field. But that's unlikely.
I know, but don't you also think that the fact that he showed that the upside is there in a real game now would lead them to also want to keep him on the field? Like, it's one thing if he struggled week 1 through 4 and you still believe in the player, but you're like, all right, I haven't even seen it yet. Week 1, he's showing it. Even if he falls back a little bit, week 2, week 3, week 4, you're like, man, we saw what it will look like when it looks good. Let's keep him on the field and let him get to that point.
Well, and that's why Vic will say, settle down. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But That's the point of, like, you can see it in games. All right. How quickly did the sea change in Buffalo? How quickly did the sea change last night in Chicago? In games, things move quickly in the NFL. Um, some guys look like world beaters one day, and they look like they're overmatched the next day. Um, there's a long way to go, but if Jihaad Campbell keeps playing like he does at week 1, he's not leaving the field.